Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. The result? C minus. This guy is below par. He has some issues to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is more likely to talk big than actually go far in his career. While he may act confident and pushy, he doesn't have the steady work habits or drive to follow through on his plans. Don't expect him to turn all his talk into real success. It's mostly just words.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's more likely to lose his cool than calmly bounce back. He may get angry easily or even lash out at those around him, making the situation worse instead of fixing it. This is not someone who handles setbacks with grace or maturity.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work are more likely to find him difficult than to truly like or respect him. He often insists on having things his way and doesn't care much about others' feelings, which can lead to a lot of arguments and tension. Most people might avoid him or keep their distance because dealing with him just feels too exhausting.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He's not likely to celebrate your success with pride or joy. Instead, your achievements might make him feel threatened or insecure as he likes to be in control and on top. He won't feel happy seeing you shine. Instead, he may become jealous or even angry.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, he will almost certainly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He likes to feel like he's the one in charge. So, your bigger paycheck can make him feel small or out of control. You might notice him pulling away, giving you the silent treatment, or being extra critical of your choices.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's not someone who handles money very carefully. He tends to spend without much thought, often ignoring plans or budgets. When money runs low, instead of taking responsibility, he may blame others or get angry.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's much more likely to pretend to be richer than he is. Instead of being content with what he has, he may show off, buy things to impress others, or talk up his lifestyle, even if he can't truly afford it. This habit of acting bigger than his reality can lead to money problems and unnecessary stress.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's not open handed or especially kind either with money or with his attitude. He can be harsh and stingy, often thinking only of his own needs rather than sharing or helping out. Don't expect thoughtful gifts or generous gestures. He's simply not wired that way.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is much more likely to be secretive and controlling about money. Instead of having open conversations or making joint decisions, he may hide details, keep his own stash, or make financial choices without telling you. If questioned, he might become defensive or even angry.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He will most likely believe that housework is only your job and not something to be shared. He likes to be in control and expects others to do the hard or boring work while he focuses on himself. Living with him can feel unfair and exhausting, especially when it comes to managing the home.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the type who will stand by and supervise rather than actually help with chores or diapers. He may give instructions or criticize, but won't get his hands dirty or share the real work. If you ask for support, he might act like he's too busy or say it's not his job.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He doesn't really try to understand your side. He mostly argues just to prove he's right. In any disagreement, he'll push hard to have the last word and isn't interested in listening to your feelings or opinions. He wants to win the argument, not find a solution together.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he is likely to say hurtful things or act aggressive rather than stay respectful. He may raise his voice, use harsh words, or even criticize you in ways that feel cruel. Sometimes his anger can flare up quickly, and you might worry about what he'll say or do next.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who gets angry very quickly, and that is a serious red flag you should not ignore. His temper can turn simple problems into big fights, and you might find yourself always worried about setting him off. Anger like this can make you feel unsafe or trapped in your own home.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry or take responsibility for his actions. Instead, he's quick to blame you or others when something goes wrong, even if it's clearly his mistake. Over time, this can become exhausting and leave you feeling unheard and misunderstood.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is unlikely to fully respect your boundaries or understand that no means no. If you try to set limits, whether it's about your body, your time, or your feelings, he may push back, ignore what you've said, or try to argue until you give in. This can make you feel unsafe or pressured instead of valued and respected.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, this is the kind of man who will likely take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding your feelings, he may get upset, sulk, or accuse you of not caring about him. A caring partner should respect your wishes, and his reaction is a warning sign to think about seriously.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You cannot fully trust him to handle private moments with care. If things go wrong or you have a disagreement, he might bring up those private details to hurt or embarrass you later. This can make you feel uneasy and afraid to open up or share yourself.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is more likely to be easily distracted by other women rather than being truly faithful. His attention can quickly shift if someone new shows interest, and he might not think twice about flirting or crossing boundaries. If faithfulness and trust are important to you, this is not someone you can rely on for long term loyalty.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to act over possessive, showing signs of jealousy and control. He may question where you are, who you talk to, or even get upset if you want to spend time with friends or family. He often acts suspicious without reason, and instead of building trust, he tries to manage you through fear or guilt.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what may seem like a protective nature is really a sign of a controlling personality. He might say he's looking out for you, but in reality, he's trying to control where you go, who you see, and what you do. This kind of behavior often feels suffocating, not safe.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will likely expect you to do most, if not all, of the work when it comes to parenting. He doesn't see raising kids as a shared job and may leave you to handle everything from daily care to discipline while he stays focused on his own activities. This attitude isn't fair to you or the kids and can make family life very draining.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is likely to lose his temper rather than stay calm. Small mistakes or emotional moments can quickly turn into big scenes. With him raising his voice or saying hurtful things, he finds it hard to handle frustration and often reacts with anger instead of patience.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to truly support your role as both a mother and your own person. Instead of encouraging you to follow your dreams or take time for yourself, he might expect you to focus only on family and his needs. You may find it hard to get even small acts of support or appreciation from him.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is very much the kind of man who might support your career at first, only to pressure you to quit once you have a child. Early on, he may seem okay with you working, but his true expectation is that you put his needs and the family above your own dreams. This switch can feel unfair and leave you with regrets.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to just act polite on the surface rather than treat your parents with real warmth. His interactions may look respectful to outsiders, but there won't be genuine care or effort to build a meaningful bond. He will do the bare minimum, but true kindness and heartfelt connection will be missing. He is far more likely to expect your family to change for him rather than trying to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is more likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. Instead of trying to find a peaceful solution, he may react with anger, stubbornness, or harsh words. This can make it hard for everyone to get along and puts extra strain on your relationship and family life.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might act modern and open minded with you in private, but expect you to behave like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He may want you to dress a certain way, follow strict customs, or do extra work to keep up appearances for his family. If you push back or try to be yourself, he could get upset, criticize you, or tell you that you're embarrassing him.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or quietly side with his family rather than supporting you. He doesn't want to upset his parents or go against their wishes, so he may leave you to defend yourself or even agree with them just to keep peace on his side. This can make it very hard for you to feel truly at home or confident in your marriage.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is likely to behave like a mummy's boy, which means he usually takes his mother's side in a conflict rather than standing up for you. When disagreements happen, he might ignore your feelings, brush off your concerns, or even defend his mother's actions no matter what. This can lead to frustration, loneliness, and a sense of not being truly supported as a wife.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is the kind of man who may share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. Instead of keeping personal matters between the two of you, he is likely to run to them whenever there's a problem, looking for their approval or advice. It's a clear sign that your relationship is missing true loyalty and respect for your privacy.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, after all that analysis, we can conclude that this guy is a C minus. This guy is below par and he has some serious issues to watch out for. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out is heavy and exhausting. You'll often feel alone carrying most of the household and family responsibilities on your own, while also having to watch what you say or do to avoid setting off his temper.